Merry meet. This is Jen with Jenny Demonic. How's it going? As you can see, there's a little ray of light around me, and it's not intentional. It's just the actual reflection of the sun, right? But that tells you something. If you look closer, you will see that there is, I don't know if it shows on camera, but there is sort of like a little electrical field around us. And I feel like you could probably see that it's part of the laws of physics. I'm not inventing anything new here. Certainly, I won't win a Nobel Prize about this. But today, I really wanted to talk to you about the morphic field, because the morphic field is a technique of casting that is somewhat life-changing, that uses entirely different concepts of bringing people together, and they can be used in addition to hoodoo, voodoo, demonic, law of attraction, energy. And I feel that this video might be sort of a game changer for a lot of you. And in the meantime, I drink my green tea because I'm very excited about what I'm going to tell you today. We do have, for our upcoming full moon, we do have a few morphic field casting that are supposed to bring people together, that are supposed to create lust into a person, to make that person want to come to you fast. And so today we're going to go to school, and believe me, I went to college and I was never a fan of physics, and I don't know if any of you was a fan of physics. But you see, physics is all around us, even in this very moment. You see the reflection of light and the waves, and the light that assumes different colors. Physics is something that we cannot avoid, although I gotta tell you, I truly, truly hated physics in college. But that was me, and I was a science major. So yeah, I had a hard time. Why is it that physics intertwines with spell casting? What does physics has to do? We thought that science and spiritual beliefs could never meet one another, right? Wrong. They actually do. And they actually do more so than we think they do. Whether you want to think about it as religion and science, or whether you want to think about it physics and spell casting, the spiritual beliefs and spell casting, whether you like it or not, they do meet. They do meet very often. And today we're going to talk about what a morphic field is. And I'm going to give you some very basic physics that by this guy that found that there are morphic units, right? And then I'm going to kind of guide you as to how it is used in spellcasting and what the effectiveness of that in spellcasting is. First of all, I don't cast a morphic field. We have a caster that works with our coven, that actually works not directly with us, but it works with a coven that does the defreezers for us. And he only does morphic field. And so he has offered some of his morphic field casting to us. So this is casting that is not done in our coven, it's done elsewhere. But some of you have already experienced the morphic field casting in our coven, and some of you have really felt the vibration of the morphic field casting, because it's very, very, very strong. So is it an effective love spell? I would say it can be an effective love spell. It is, let's say it's more effective or faster than a law of attraction. It's a little more than wishful thinking. It works this way. You know that there is electricity because when you turn on the light, you see that the light turns on and the light bulb creates light for you in the room. Do you actually know what's causing the electricity to work? We don't. For example, the microwave. We know that there are waves that are able to cook a meal in the microwave, but we don't actually see the waves, right? But they're there. And they cook your meal. Kind of a similar concept is the morphic unit concept. And this guy in Great Britain made an experiment and noticed that each human being, or each being really, it doesn't necessarily have to be a human, is a morphic unit. So I am a morphic unit. So I have fields inside of me, and I have fields around me. And you might have heard me saying or talking about the surrounding field very often. So there are fields inside our body, according to this guy. I think his name was Sheldrake. And there are fields around us, okay? So his basic idea is that these fields inside us and these fields outside of us can be connected from the inside out, right? You're with me? And then from person to person. He believes that everything in this world can be connected through the use of consisting patterns that govern the development of forms, structures, and arrangements. Those are his words. So he basically says everything can be connected through the consisting pattern that govern the development of forms, structures, and the arrangement of these forms. What does that mean? Because I know this can be complicated. And again, I wasn't a physics girl when I was in college. You are a form. Every human being is a form. And there are structures, right? Now, he believes that these forms and these structures can be rearranged. So forget about how your life is arranged right now. The morphic field, spellcasting, can rearrange these forms, these morphic units. You are a morphic unit. So these morphic units, you and another person, can be rearranged within this field by connecting one person to the other. You follow me? So if we look at the morphogenetic field, we look at a field that stems from the inside of a human being to the outside and goes out to other structures, other human beings, through the existence of subatomic energy particles. And these subatomic energy particles connect everything. Now, this is pretty difficult concept to understand. So let me bring two candles here. According to this guy, even candles, any structure, really, this is a structure, we are formed. a human form. Any structure contains a surrounding field and subatomic particles that can be connected. Now imagine that these are two human beings. Okay, so what the morphic spellcasting will do will get the patterns from the field or from inside these two human beings, connect these fields from the inside of these two human beings to the outside of these two human beings, and then we'll connect these two human beings through their surrounding field. And whatever it is that you intend for this connection to be, it will happen. Sometimes it needs to build up, so it needs to be repeated. But here's how it happens. Now, the morphic caster will need the city where you are located to cast a morphic field spell casting, because it is geographical. It's a geographical space-based type of casting. You follow me? What can you use this type of spell for? It's very obvious that if you're trying to connect two human beings and bring them closer over time, you're using this type of spell to attract someone. So love spell casting, make someone fall in love with you, get someone to lust for you, anything that has to do with bringing two morphic units rearranged in a space where they are together, speaking in physics terms, right? So you're bringing two units in the same place. But it could also work for getting the job that you desire. It could also work for stop drinking, beating any addiction, getting rid of drugs or alcohol, because again, that work will be from the field inside us to the outside. It could also help people lose weight. It could also help you achieve the things that you want to achieve in life, buy new homes, etc., make more money. But anything that works on one unit, you, to make you have more money, more friends, more intelligence, more the job that you like, or to stop an addiction or soever, or whatever, will have to be something that is connected from the inside out and to the world. When you are requesting to connect another morphic unit to you, then the work is more complex, because this morphic unit, your target, the person that you desire and love, will have to come to you and be in the same space that you are, at least morphic field wise. Okay, so I wanted to kind of explain to you how morphic field works, because I think that the future of spellcasting will be more and more scientific, will be more and more geared towards connecting the dots between two people. And I feel that this morphic field casting will help a lot of clients that will see the results that they hope to see, more so than with other types of casting. Everyone is different. Now, I just want you to appreciate one thing that is very important here. When you're wanting to do a morphic spellcasting, aside from the fact that there aren't that many people in the world that do morphic spellcasting, when you're wanting to connect the dots between you and someone that you want and desire, this is where geography matters. The longer the spatial distance, the longer the time that will take for these two people to be in the same space. You have to appreciate this, because this is really a matter of surrounding fields. Can Morphic field spellcasting work for you and bring you the love, the sex, the lust that you desire out of a person? I think it can. And it's a new technique, and I know some of you have felt incredible vibration during that time. But you have to be patient, and you have to realize that it really depends on where your target is located geographically. So this is a sort of like a geographical space type of casting. And we're offering those on our site. Again, we have a Morphic caster that casts those. I would take advantage of that, because I don't know for how long we're gonna have them around. And none of us do Morphic spell casting at Jenny Coven. So don't even worry about like, oh, Jenny, do you do Morphic spellcasting? No, I have no idea. Again, you're talking to someone who barely passed physics with a B, and physics is really, if there is one thing that Jenny the Money cannot do, is physics. I'm good with chemistry and I'm good with other science classes, but physics or even spellcasting with physics, it's not gonna work for me. I don't do that. But we do have a person that does that, and I believe he does a pretty good job. So take advantage while he is with us, because we don't know for how long he's going to be. And the Morphic field casting are actually on our site. Give it a try. Again, this is not a demonic cast. There's no report. So it is all about connecting people, and it might need to be repeated until you are in the same space with a person, right? Or until your result of being completely connected is reached. I would say give it a try and see how you feel. But I wanted to bring the Morphic field idea to all of you, whether you try it or not, because it just speaks to you about the variety of magic and spell casting, and how not true really it is that we are only have these two binary concepts, right? Science and religion, or science and spiritual beliefs, and that the two never meet. It's so not true. They meet all the time. And so with that, I leave you. I hope you really appreciated this video, because I have had to study to bring you this video. I had to study physics to bring you this video, so I deserve credit, and I finally deserve a name, physics, which I have to tell you I have never had, because physics was my black beast in college. But I got through it, and you know, I'm here. But this is very important, because it is a different type of casting that you can use, that you can try on your target to bring your target closer to you. This is Jen with Jenny Demonic, and I wish you a happy full moon. Remember, if you're ordering my Reiki, order that on Bonanza, and I'll put the links down here, and I will see you next week. Next week, we're going to be in Waning Moon, so it's going to be a different ball game then. See you then. Bye.